The internet never forgets. It remembers everything. Every like, every share, every moment frozen in time. But what happens when this digital graveyard becomes a playground for criminals? A place where the reputations of the deceased are twisted for profit? This isn't a dystopian nightmare. This is the reality of online scams targeting the legacies of those we've lost. Death used to offer a kind of closure, a line drawn in the sand. Now it's just another frontier for fraudsters to exploit. They lurk in the shadows of the internet, preying on our grief, twisting memories into weapons of deception. And their latest victim? Beloved ITV journalist Gary Burgess. Gary Burgess was more than just a face on the screen. He was a journalist's journalist. Integrity was his currency. Trust was his legacy. He built a career on honesty, on reporting the truth, on holding the powerful accountable. Now imagine the horror of discovering that his image, his name, his very essence is being used to peddle lies. That's the reality Gary's family and friends are grappling with. The scam itself is sickeningly familiar. A fake cryptocurrency platform, promises of easy money. And at the heart of it all, Gary's face, smiling out from the screen, endorsing a product he never knew, a scheme he would have exposed. The cruelty is amplified by the target audience. People who knew Gary, admired him, trusted him. People grieving his loss, vulnerable to the comfort of a familiar face, now twisted into a cruel parody. Alan Burgess, Gary's husband, is a man wrestling with unimaginable grief. He lost the love of his life. Now he's forced to fight for his memory, to reclaim his legacy from the clutches of online predators. "It's horrible," Alan shared, his voice raw with pain. "To think that they would exploit Gary like this, use his image to deceive people. It's just wrong." The anger is palpable, but beneath it lies a deeper wound, the betrayal of trust, the desecration of memory. Alan isn't alone in his grief and anger. Friends, colleagues, and countless viewers who welcomed Gary into their homes are reeling from this violation. They remember the man, the journalist, the human being behind the smile, and they're determined to fight back against this digital desecration. This isn't just about money, it's about something far more precious: memory. The right to grieve without exploitation, to remember without the taint of deceit. It's a fight for dignity in the face of digital darkness. Section 4. A wider web of deceit. No one is immune. The tragedy of Gary's story is, sadly, not unique. He's just one victim in a growing epidemic of online scams targeting the deceased. Bailiff Sir Timothy Lecoq, the head of Jersey's judiciary, also found himself ensnared in the same web of lies. Imagine the shock, the disbelief, the anger of discovering your own image used to promote a scam. It's a violation of privacy, a smear on your reputation, a betrayal of trust that cuts deep. These scammers are predators, plain and simple. They don't discriminate. They target the famous and the ordinary, the wealthy and the vulnerable, anyone they can exploit for a quick profit. The emotional toll is immeasurable. Families left to pick up the pieces, battling not just grief, but the added burden of financial ruin and reputational damage. It's a cruel reminder that in the digital age, death offers no escape from the reach of these online predators. Section 5. Fight back. Exposing the shadows, protecting the vulnerable. We can't let the fraudsters win. We can't allow them to turn the internet into a graveyard of stolen legacies. It's time to fight back, to expose these shadows and protect the vulnerable. Matt Palmer, director of Jersey's Cybersecurity Center, has dedicated his life to this battle. These scams are becoming increasingly sophisticated, he warns, his voice laced with urgency. They prey on our emotions, our trust, our desire for quick riches. But there's hope. We're not powerless in this fight. By arming ourselves with knowledge, by being vigilant, by reporting suspicious activity, we can make a difference. Here's how. Verify everything. Don't take anything at face value. Double-check online testimonials, especially for financial products. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Report suspicious activity. If you encounter a scam, report it to the authorities immediately. Your actions could save someone from financial and emotional devastation. Educate yourself and others. Knowledge is power. Learn about common online scams and share that information with your loved ones, especially those who may be vulnerable. The internet can be a dangerous place, but it can also be a powerful tool for good. By working together, by looking out for one another, by refusing to let the scammers win, we can reclaim the digital world as a space for connection, for remembrance, and for justice.